Welcome back to the Love Letters from Lakyn podcast. It's been a couple weeks. I know I said I'd see you next week, last episode, but given how busy I've been and considering how I want to be intentional with this podcast and not become burnt out again, which would lead to another break, I decided that the first week of each month will now be my planning week or like an off week from the podcast. So I'll take the first week of each month to sort of plan out this month's episodes and just kind of breathe for a second and focus on schoolwork and other priorities. So thank you for understanding. Thank you for your patience. We are back this week with plenty of life updates and a little Valentine's special episode. So welcome aboard. Happy to have you guys here. I'm in this cutie little matching set from Misguided. We don't gatekeep here. And yeah, we're back in my chair, feeling cozy, feeling cute, and ready to just yap on today's episode. I have been so incredibly busy. It's brought me to tears a couple times. I can't lie. I'm in sort of, we're just gonna go right into it. I am in a season right now of hustle and bustle. And I keep asking God, why? I've been questioning him a lot lately, which is good. I think that's what a good Christian does, is question him and question his you know, guidance sometimes. Sometimes we have to be like, God, why are you doing this? Why are you allowing me to get so stressed out and overwhelmed? And then you have to kind of stop and think like, okay, it's not God placing that stress on my life. It's me not willing to just give it all up to him that's causing that stress. He's listening to me like, Lakyn, like my daughter. All you need to do is give me your stress. Give it all to me. I will handle the rest. And that's a word. Man, that's a word I needed this morning. Anyways, so my schedule, I wish I could show you guys my February calendar because, oh, happy February, by the way. I wish I could show you my February calendar because it is scary. It's quite scary to look at. There are at least 2 to 3 things on each day of February. And I'm just very overwhelmed. But I am really still trying to put all my focus into the Lord and just call on him when I need it. I've been lacking in that lately. I haven't been spending as much time in the Word because, I saw this thing once that was like, the devil, he won't like try to tempt you, but he'll make you busy, like to keep you away. Like for me, I think lately my distractions haven't been in drinking or in alcohol or in nicotine or in smoking or in partying. It's just been in my work schedule and my busy schedule. And that's how the devil has been getting to me lately, is by keeping me busy and keeping my focus off of the Lord and off of my relationship with Jesus. And so I think that is kind of what's been going on with me lately, and I need to take back that power, stop giving it to the devil. I need to get back onto my weekly routine of completing my Bible studies, my weekly devotionals that I do, and I really need to get back on schedule because I still, of course, read like the verse of the day in the morning, but it's not the same as really diving into the Word and praying and asking the Lord, like, what can I get from this message? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to, how are you trying to use me? So that's been kind of what's going on lately with me. I am just insanely busy. I already said that. And I'm overwhelmed. I had to ask one of my professors for an extension and on a deadline, and she was very gracious about it. She was like, I completely understand. Life gets overwhelming. Life gets busy. Take your time to get caught up. And I am so appreciative to that teacher because, to be honest, online school can be really hard, especially at the university I go to complete the online courses and to complete like an online undergraduate degree, you have to take 8-week terms, 8-week course terms, which means I don't do the usual like 5 or 6 classes per semester. It's not like my courses are 16 weeks long. My courses are 8 weeks long, which means there is a unit per week. We don't get 2 weeks to spend on a unit. We go through unit 1, week 1, unit 2, week 2. Midterms are at week 4. Midterms are literally a month in. And then a month later, you're done. And I like it. I like that it's fast paced, but I can also kind of get things done on my own time. However, I can't lie, like the workload is overwhelming. And I am feeling myself slipping a little bit. I knew that this spring semester would be harder. I think spring semesters are notorious for being a little bit more difficult than fall semesters, because in the fall you're kind of just easing your way into it. But lately I've been able to accept defeat, and I've been able to know and realize when I need help and when to ask for it. So, really appreciative to the professors that have given me grace and have worked with me on in this busy season of life. Anyways, a couple life updates. I got a tattoo. Super random, but I went to this pop up. It was like this Urban Studios rakish vintage market in Springfield, and I got a little tattoo. They had a little some flash sheets. It's like a bundle of tulips on my right wrist, and I'm obsessed with it. It really hurt. Actually, I forgot how painful this area is on your wrist. It was so painful. I haven't had a tattoo in forever, but it's beautiful. Starting to get more used to my job, getting into the groove of my job, starting to really enjoy it. Honestly, I really do. I'm loving it so far. I feel like I have great connections with a lot of my kids. I feel like I'm making great connections with my staff. I feel like my coworkers and the other team leads, like in my position, I really enjoy working with, and I am having a lot of fun. I don't love it yet. Obviously, it's going to take some time to fully transition, but I'm feeling more in the groove. I'm feeling more comfortable at this job. It's starting to feel more like my reality instead of like this distant, like weird fever dream. So that's just a little update on that. I've still been working out pretty consistently at Hotworks, which I just love it so much. It truly, like, within my busy schedule, Hotworks and working out is one of the things that that's like my break. That's my therapy. And so I'm so grateful that I'm able to have that moment in the day, especially early morning workouts. I don't know what it is. I am such a morning person. I think my previous job has made it that way, having to wake up for the early shift. I love me a morning. So I've been doing like 6:45, 6 o'clock sometimes workouts at Hotworks, and it truly is just the best way to start off my day. Like it brings me such peace, and in that like 45 minutes to an hour time period is when I'm able to just take every thought out of my mind, pluck it out, and just be present with myself. Like, that is my only true quiet time of the day where my mind is quiet also. So that's just been something, like, honestly, I recommend it so much. I recommend really just any form of exercise where you can just quiet your mind. Like, it transforms my day. It takes off the stress just a little bit. Randomly, you guys, this is so random. Well, actually, okay, on the topic of like health and wellness, before I get into that, I should say I still am sober. Kind of. And I'll tell you why I say kind of. I am still sober. I have not had a drink in officially, how long has it been? I think a month now. Maybe a little over a month. A couple of weeks ago, I had my friends Brittany and Kaden over to watch a horror movie. And I remember thinking, like, you know what? I kind of think it would be fun to like have a little glass of wine or something. And I had this like peach Bellini that I got from Trader Joe's like a month ago, still in the fridge, and I didn't know if it would still be good or not. So I poured like half a glass, took a couple sips. It was okay, but I ended up throwing out the rest of the glass because it didn't, like, I just felt like this isn't really offering me anything. And also, like, it didn't taste the best because it was really old. So I'm personally just gonna ignore that and not count that as breaking my sobriety because it literally didn't do anything and I didn't even consume the whole glass. So my sobriety is still going strong. Something I wanted to talk about actually regarding the no drinking thing is, and this is no hate to my friends at all, like whatsoever. That's a disclaimer. I love my friends. I love them so much. Um, but some of them have been saying recently, like, Lakin, like, you don't have a drinking problem. Like, you don't have to be sober right now. Like, it's okay to have a drink. Like, it's harmless, whatever. Which totally agree with them. I don't have a drinking problem. And it would be harmless to have, like, a glass of wine here and there. But I think that's just not the point of why I'm doing this right now. Um, Again, the whole sobriety thing kind of started unintentionally. If you guys remember, I really just I went pretty hard on New Year's Eve and I drank so much to the point of oblivion. I did not know what I was doing, who I was with, and to me, that just felt so dark and that was not me. And so I really just wanted to see. After that, I kind of just unintentionally stopped drinking. Like I just stopped reaching for it. I didn't have a desire to have a glass of wine before bed or go out and have drinks with friends. I just didn't have the desire for that. And then after that, it kind of turned into a conscious decision of like, do I really need this right now? Do I really want this right now? And more times than not, it was no, I don't need this and I really don't want it. And I kind of have just gotten into like a groove of like, okay, I don't find myself wanting or reaching for alcohol anymore. And that's not to say that I will be sober forever. Probably not, especially like I have trips coming up. Like, your girl's probably gonna indulge in a beer at the music festival or like a couple cocktails when I'm taking my spring break trip, which we'll talk about later. But just for right now, like I feel like I'm so focused in on my responsibilities in life and being a servant of Christ and just being of conscious mind, and I feel like you can't do that when there's alcohol in your system. And I am just feeling this like transformation in myself of um you know, even a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I turned to alcohol for everything. I turned to it for fun. I turned to it when I was sad, when I was happy, when I was excited, when I was celebrating, when I was angry, when I was heartbroken, when I was depressed. I turned to alcohol. And I don't think I realized then how much of an issue it was becoming, but I was becoming dependent on it. And in this season of life, I am trying to be more dependent on Christ. And I just feel like alcohol doesn't have a place in my relationship with Jesus Christ right now. So that's kind of where I'm at with alcohol on my sobriety journey. Don't know how long it's going to last because I'm not fully ruling it out for the rest of my life. I don't think it's bad to indulge in a couple drinks. I don't think that whatsoever. I think it's fun. I think it's fine as long as you're in conscious mind. Again, this is all personal preference. This is just me. You don't have to live your life the way I live mine. This is just my journey and where I'm at right now. Anyways, okay. Just a couple little like media updates. I've been watching Traitors. This is the first season of Traitors I've ever watched, so you should know that. I have not seen any previous seasons of The Traitors. So this is my first one. I'm only on episode 7. I'm not caught up. Clayton is pissing me off. I do not like him. I also don't know why he's on the show because did we forget all that stuff he did to Cassie and how she literally had a restraining order against him after his season of The Bachelorette or The Bachelor? Let's not forget. Get him off my screen. Again, he could be already voted off. I don't know. I'm not that far. My coworkers keep screaming at me to finish it. I finished reading Heated Rivalry. It was incredible. Great book. I loved reliving everything and it went into a little more depth obviously than the TV series did. I need to read The Long Game, which is Shane and Ilya's second book, but I just again, that's something I was going to update you guys on. I do not have time to read. I don't have time to read right now and it's really disappointing, but hopefully in these coming weeks when I have like a little bit of a break from work and school, I will be able to indulge. Let's see. I've also been kind of dabbling in Tell Me Lies. I think I told you guys that I started it, but to be quite honest with you, I hate it. I hate every character in the show. They're all toxic. They're all horrible. It's reminding me of past relationships in my life that I don't want to relive. It's so incredibly toxic. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. It's fun to watch. I love the drama, but holy, it's so toxic. I like can't get past an episode without like being like, ugh, why are they doing that? So that's that. Let's just talk about briefly the Bad Bunny halftime performance. Incredible. Chef's kiss. So many cultural significances, and history. Just all of it on the screen was beautiful. The inclusion of every country that's part of America, like it was beautiful. I was so touched and blown away by that performance. I think Bad Bunny did exactly what he needed to do. I think he executed the performance beautifully. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Like, that was beautiful. The only thing stronger than hate is love. And I love that. The only thing more powerful than hate is love. Um, I went to my friend Morgan. She is also known as Keeping Up with Cash. She has a faith-based podcast and you should go listen to it. It's amazing. But she is just such a wonderful servant of Christ, and she, to me, I feel like she is such a role model for me. Her story is just beautiful. If you want to hear her story and her testimony, definitely go listen to her podcast. But she is someone that I look up to. I think very highly of her. She just had her 4th annual podcast party this past weekend, and she was so kind to ask me to come and just film some social media stuff for it. So I covered a lot of content at the party, but it was a beautiful night of just fellowship and community. She did like a live podcast while she was there. We got to hear from one of her friends share their testimony. She had a Christian rapper come and perform for us. His name is, I think, Tori Deshawn. He was incredible. I was very touched by his performance. There was vintage clothing, there was Christian merch, there was podcast merch, all at this event, and there was a message, there was a word, there was worship, there was prayer, and it was just such a beautiful night. I'm feeling very, very spiritual lately. Like, in my notes, I literally just wrote, like, God is good. Throughout everything, all the time, God is good. No matter how stressed I get, no matter how overwhelmed I get, no matter how hard things get, God is good, and He is carrying me through this. I also had a cheer showcase over the past weekend, and listen, I gotta say, I'm really proud of my girls. I have really enjoyed being a cheer coach this year. However, with my busy schedule, it has just been like one more thing added on that I truly don't have time for. It's like I coach 6th grade youth cheerleading on Tuesday nights, and then every once in a while we'll have a performance or like a showcase and whatnot. Well, I'm talking a lot with my hands today. I'm so sorry. Um, but anyways, it's gotten to the point where this season, like this winter session, because fall session was great. This winter session though, I it's only as good as I make it for these girls. And when my head is in other places, like a new job, schoolwork, podcasting, trips, other responsibilities, finances, when my head is elsewhere, I don't actually sit down and plan for cheer practices until the day of, like until Tuesday mornings. And that's an issue because I'm not coming to practice as my best version of myself as a coach. So the girls aren't getting what they need out of the session. And we've done great this season. We really have. It's just this season has not been as productive as last season. And I just feel like I'm kind of ready to exit this era. It was a very brief one. It was a blip. But I probably will not be continuing as a cheer coach next school year, because I just simply don't have time. And I love those girls with all my heart, but it is just another thing added onto my plate right now. And I'm not able to give it my all like the other coaches are. And we have about 1 week left of cheerleading. So we have a performance this Thursday, or actually the day you're listening to this. And then next week will be our showcase. Or no, not showcase. Banquet. Our cheer banquet. So I, with all due respect and all the love in the world, I am just ready for it to be over. I'm ready for it to be finished. I need to have one less responsibility. And with a lot of my assignments being due on Wednesday nights and Wednesday mornings, Tuesday night is like a really great time for me to be able to catch up on work. So, with that being said, let's move on. I've been doing so many updates. Really quick before we get into like the Valentine special, I have 2 trips coming up. So, the first one is obviously the Innings Festival where Brittany and I are seeing 21 Pilots headline. So excited. It's next week. Like when you're listening to this, a week from today will be my flight to Arizona, to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm so excited. I genuinely need this break so bad. I need this relief from my crazy world right now. The only thing that I have to prepare myself for is that I will have to get all my homework done before going on that trip. Yeah, so just like, I just have so much going on. I just have so much going on, you guys. Wow, sorry, I just got really stressed out. Anyways, then, okay, we have lots of things coming up actually. So, Innings Festival, February. Come back. Rest of February plays out pretty simple. Then, first weekend of March. First weekend of March, that's the 6th, 7th, and 8th. I have bachelorette trip for my good friend Allison. We're going to Arkansas. Super excited for that. A week later, 2 weeks later, spring break. Randomly going to Yosemite, guys. My sister and her good friend Scott, and my good friend Scott, texted me 2 weeks ago, called me actually, interrupted my cheer practice, and said, Lakyn, come to Yosemite with us. We are going to go to Yosemite for spring break. We're going to hike. We have this beautiful Airbnb. It's going to be great. And me, being like a yes person, was like, yeah, I'm in. Regretting it a little bit because money, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm in such a mindset right now where I'm like, I want to experience things. I have been in this freaking city for way too long. I need to get out. I need to go explore the world. What better way to explore the world than to go to Yosemite, California? I'm so excited. We're going to have the time of our lives. However, my sister and I do have to be the one to plan what we're doing there because we're going with a bunch of men who are terrible at planning. So, we're going to figure that out. But anyways, that's what I'll be doing on spring break. And then Allison gets married in April. And yeah, we have fun, exciting things coming up. So I am looking forward to all of that. But yeah, those are all my life updates. I probably missed some, honestly. It's been a minute since I've talked to you guys. But let's kind of get into this Valentine's Day special. Happy early Valentine's Day. Us single ladies, we gotta look out for each other. No, but in all realness, I think I want to say this is really my first Valentine's Day where I am fully okay with it being just me and not having anyone to celebrate with. I feel like last year I was fine with it too, but like I I am just on God's timing right now. I'm on his plan and I just feel okay with being alone right now. I feel very secure in my singleness. Of course, every once in a while I'm like I just really want a partner, but that's normal. Other than that, like I feel very secure in my singleness right now. I feel like I don't really have time for a relationship. But God will decide when. We're going to kind of go through what my perfect Valentine's Day spent alone would look like. So there will be some other suggestions here and there for like things that don't cost money and whatnot, or hanging with a friend. But this is what my Valentine's Day will be looking like this Saturday. Besides, let me just put it out. I do have to take Toby to the vet on Valentine's Day because he's due for like his rabies shots and his annual checkup. But we're gonna forego that for the purpose of this episode. So, this is what your day is going to look like if you are spending Valentine's alone. Feel free to copy my schedule. Feel free to text me if you'd like to do any of this with me. Seriously, we can go have a girls' day. So, number one, and again, this is personal preference. This is what I personally am going to do because physical exercise makes my world go round. So number one is we're gonna book a workout class. We're gonna book a workout class. For me, it's probably gonna be early, probably gonna be a 7 a.m. one. I'll let myself sleep in a little bit. We are gonna go do hot works on Saturday morning. Maybe I'll do Pilates and then I'll do a cycle class. That sounds beautiful. Then, if the weather's nice, we're gonna come back from the class, take a walk outside, get some fresh air. That sounds beautiful. After that, we are going to take a full everything shower. I'm talking wash your hair, hair mask, exfoliation. Maybe you self tan a couple nights before so that you're tan for Valentine's Day. We're scrubbing. We are doing everything. Okay? We are using our best soaps. We're doing full skincare once we get out of the shower. We're doing a face mask. I'm popping on my Rhode eye patches. While I have my Rhode eye patches sitting on my face, I'm blowing out my hair with my Shark. I'm going to get a beautiful blowout for Valentine's Day by myself, okay? So, and you can't forget when you get out of the shower, you're using body oils, you're using your lotions. We got to be moisturized for ourselves. I just love pampering myself. I love feeling beautiful, and I think self-care and skincare and all of that is such an essential part of feeling beautiful, and it's also just therapeutic to me. I feel like it's like self-care it's one of my favorite things, which by the way, I did just place a road order for her new caffeine reset or whatever face mask and then her hydrating lip mask. So excited for those because I'm not normal and I have to order everything that I see that I like because I'm literally insane. Okay, number 3, we're going to do our hair and makeup just how we like it. We are going to beat our face, or if you want to go for a more natural look, you do you. We are going to make ourselves feel beautiful. Maybe you go get your nails done. Maybe you pop into the salon on Saturday. I already have mine done thanks to Nails by Audrey Ann, but if you don't, maybe that's your activity for the day. Grab your mom, grab grandma, grab a friend, grab your sister. Go get your nails done. Go get your toes done. Jeez, we're about to get into warmer weather, right? Maybe we need to get our toes done. Number 4, we're gonna put on our favorite outfit. I feel like I'm gonna wear honestly, maybe what I'm wearing right now just because it's cozy, comfy. For me, my style is so like athleisure sweats right now. I feel like I hate wearing jeans. Like, let me just put that on the record. I hate wearing jeans. I have comfortable pairs of jeans, but still, I just don't like them. Like, no, I love them, but I mean, like, I don't like wearing them. Jeans just feel so restricting to me. They feel so uncomfortable. I like to be in stretchy pants. I like to lounge out. So I will probably be wearing like a cute lounge set with a sneaker or something. And then I'll do that with like literally full makeup and hair because that's cute to me. So once we're dressed and ready to go, we're talking coffee and breakfast or coffee and pastry at your favorite place. Go by yourself, bring your headphones, turn on a podcast, turn on an audiobook. Go have breakfast with yourself. If you don't want to have breakfast with yourself, grab a friend who's also single. Like, whatever floats your boat. I honestly might try to spend Valentine's Day, like the majority of it by myself. I really want to just sit with myself and love on myself. And I get paid like literally the day before, which is amazing. But yeah, coffee and breakfast at your favorite place. I'll probably go to Urban Grounds or like Cassidy Coffee. Speaking of Cassidy Coffee, I have a story for you guys. This past week, I went to go grab Cassidy Coffee, which is a new coffee place in Springfield. It's right above Galloway Mercantile. So, picture this. We had just had a snowstorm the week before. And by the way, you're going to be listening to this and you're going to be like, Lakyn, why did you do that? Like, that's so dumb. Trust me, I know. This was a learning lesson for me. Okay, so I'm driving to Cassidy Coffee. If you've never been there or if you're not from here, you don't know that their parking lot is a tiny little parking lot behind the building that's on a slant. Okay, and it had just snowstormed the week before. The only parking spot available in the parking lot is next to this big black truck. And so I park next to them and picture a slanted hill, okay? They're more towards the bottom of the hill and I'm above them parked right next to them. Going into the parking spot, I knew, okay, this might be a little dangerous because there's like a little like hole, not really a hole, but like kind of like a, how would you explain it? I guess it would be a hole, like a little divot in the land, okay? And there's snow in it. And so I park and I'm like, ooh, this might be scary getting out. But I'm like, whatever, I'm about to go to work. I'm just gonna go in and get my coffee. Go inside, get my coffee, come out. I see two like guys standing outside on the back porch waiting for their coffees, whatever, just chatting. Go to my car, get in, turn the car in reverse, start to pull out. Oh, but my car doesn't pull out. No. It instead moves sideways, down towards the black truck. I start panicking, right? And I'm trying so hard to pull out. My car isn't moving. You know, whenever your tires just have no traction and like snow and dirt starts like flinging up from them and your car isn't moving, it's just staying in one direction? Mine was doing that, except it was sliding down the hill towards the black truck, like through that little divot in the ground. It was like sliding into the divot towards the black truck. I, by the good mercy of the Lord, am able to put my car into emergency park right before I hit the black truck, literally inches away, you guys. When I tell you, probably about 2 inches away from the truck. I get out and I'm having to walk down this hill. Mind you, on my way into the coffee shop earlier, I literally slipped on the ice walking to it. Like, that's how bad it still was. It was still nasty outside. So again, that's on me for parking there. So luckily, these two guys are still standing outside. I'm like, okay, maybe it's their truck. If not, they still might be able to help me. So I go up to them and I'm like, hey, and they saw me walking and they later told me, they were like, oh no, like we knew you were gonna say something bad. I go up to them, I'm like, hey, do you guys happen to drive that black truck up there? And one of the guys goes, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I didn't hit it. But my car is sliding on the ice and I am really close to it. So they're like, okay, let's go check it out. We walk over there, and he's like, oh yeah, you did get pretty close. He gets in his truck, pulls up as far as he can in front of him, because there's still like some like little land in front of us to where you can pull up a little bit. So he pulls up so he's out of the way of my car. So now there's a giant space, and I'm like, okay. He's like, you should be good to pull out now. I'm like, that's the other thing. I am terrified to drive it because it keeps going horizontal. Like, could one of you get in my car and pull out for me, basically? Because I was so scared. At this point, I didn't know what to do. And so the other guy gets in my car for me. He starts trying to pull out, but my car keeps sliding down the hill. And we're like, great, what's going to happen now? So he pulls up again in my car, and then he's able to pull back a little bit, and it's kind of a game of limbo. Like, we're pulling front, back. And then the other guy has to get in front of my car and push it out of that little divot in the ground. And finally, they got my car out and onto the street, the safe street. So yeah, that's my story. I was so thankful. I literally told them, I was like, thank you guys so much. You were truly a blessing. Like, I appreciate you so much. I felt bad. I kind of wish I bought their coffee or something, but I was so flustered and like so in a hurry to get to work. And yeah, that was that. Sadly, neither of them asked for my number, but it's okay. All right. Let's get back into this. So you're gonna get your coffee and breakfast at your favorite place, and then next on the agenda, we're going shopping. We're gonna treat ourselves. Maybe you go buy yourself flowers. I typically do that. Whatever floats your boat. Go buy yourself flowers. Go grab like candy. Like, I always think of like the little shop Bonbons. I think that's what it's called. They do like the Swedish candy and like they have chocolates there. Even you could go get like a bundt cake from Nothing But Cakes. Love that place. So good. Go thrifting. Go to a new bookstore. Go explore. Like, I want to try to go to like some cute like shops and like boutiques that I typically don't go to or that I haven't heard of before. That's kind of my goal for Valentine's Day. Okay, so after this, you're gonna go home. You're going to take a nap. At least that's what I'm probably gonna do. Or I will probably be doing homework. Either way, go home. You have a little intermission after your shopping. Maybe you went to Sephora. Maybe you try out some new products. Whatever. After your nap, after your little intermission, you're gonna call up a friend who's single and you're gonna go out for dinner and drinks. I think I'm gonna try to hang out. If I'm not babysitting my nephews, I'm gonna try and hang out with Morgan, the one I was just talking about. I think we're gonna go get like some mocktails and dinner or something and dessert. Have a night. Be with your girls. Maybe I also put down here, you come home, you watch a rom-com, or maybe you aren't in the mood for a rom-com because it'll just make you sad. Maybe you want to watch a horror movie. um Movie night with friends. Make a candy salad. If you guys know what a candy salad is, like everyone brings their own candy and you put it into a giant bowl and you mix it up. Candy salad. Have popcorn. Do another face mask. Like, just have a night, Have a night with your girls. And if you don't have anyone to spend it with, that's okay too. Have a movie night by yourself. Do the popcorn by yourself. Eat candy by yourself. This is a day to indulge and really love and appreciate yourself. Finally, we are going to end the night with a good journal sesh. You are going to pour your heart out onto the pages of your notebook and really just reflect, thank God or whoever you thank, and really just be present in the moment and reflect on, okay, what have I learned about myself in this season of singleness? What have I discovered about myself? That's definitely something I'll be journaling about because I feel like I really have learned so much in my current season of singleness. I think I've learned so much about how to be patient, how not everything is on my timing. I mean, God has forced me to be patient. He said, "Child, you are the most impatient girl on the planet. You are going to learn to be patient. This is your waiting season and you need to wait and be still." So that's kind of what I've learned in this singleness that I've experienced or that I've been experiencing. And then, of course, if you're like me, you're going to end the night with a good book. Maybe it's a romance, maybe it's fantasy, maybe it's dystopian, whatever you'd like. I will be curling up at the end of the night with my Medicube mask on my face and a novel. So, yeah, that is my ideal Valentine's Day spent alone. And to be honest, I'm really excited for it. I look forward every year to my Valentine's Days alone because I don't think I've ever been in a relationship on Valentine's Day before. Have I? Yeah, I really don't think I have. So I kind of made it like just a fun holiday for myself every year. And it's just like it's like an extra birthday, Because on my birthday, I always go spend the whole day by myself and then at night I'll come together with my friends. But I do love, that's another thing I've learned in my singleness, my season of singleness, is I do love spending time by myself. I think whenever I get in a relationship, I always forget how to spend time with myself. And then I come out of it and I'm like, wow, I forgot how beautiful it is to just be my own friend, you know? So I feel like I rambled a lot in this episode, but thank you guys so much for listening. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you all so much. And if you want merch, I do have some extra merch. $25. Just text, DM me, whatever you want. I can ship it to you. I can meet up with you. But yeah, just some cutie merch, and I could get it to you before Valentine's Day. Probably not shipping, but if you want to meet up with me in the next couple days, I could probably get it to you before Valentine's Day. Yeah. Well, you guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and this has been a love letter from Lakyn. Happy Valentine's. Bye.